So it's been a long few days. Unfortunately, I got pretty sick this last week and had to cancel and bail out on a big trek that I was planning to Machu Picchu. So with limited time before I need to get to the north of the country, I decided to take the train and go see Machu Picchu this weekend. Halfway to the way to Machu Picchu and just stopped at this beautiful viewpoint. You know it's a touristy area when you can find vegan empanadas. Made it to Aguascalientes. Alright, well, it's about 6 in the morning. Just leaving Aguascalientes. Start the trek onto Machu Picchu. So there is a bus that takes you up there, and I think a lot of people opt for that, but I don't know, the hike looks really beautiful, and I think I'm almost as excited about the hike up there as actually seeing the ruins. Starting to hear voices, so I think we're getting pretty close. The sweat is real at this point. This last quarter mile is kicking my ass. These views are starting to get incredible. My hiking juices are juicing.
Ahí está el trípode, paraguas, todo no puedes utilizar. Si vas a utilizar, tienes que sacar un documento.
So apparently you can't have tripods up here. So I was just setting up for a shot and one of the guides came over and more or less told me to pack it up. So you can't use a tripod, you gotta get creative. That was incredible. Still got the Machu Picchu buzz. That was just so breathtaking. There was a point on this trip where I really didn't think I was gonna be able to make Machu Picchu work, just with how everything happened, getting sick, missing out on my trek. And I'm so happy that it worked out in the end. That was honestly one of the coolest things I've done, and definitely a bucket list item crossed off. About 5 hours into the 22 hours. Just made it to Huacachina. It's about 6 in the morning. Had a very long bus ride here. Alright, so there's this cool graffiti structure right here, and looks like there used to be a ladder, so Gonna see if we can sneak up there. That was definitely a bit sketch, but made it up here. Broken ladder was not easy, so just have like a innate desire to always climb things that shouldn't be climbed. So, oops, sorry, Mom. Alright, doing day 2. Today we're going for the much steeper and much freer entrance to the dunes. Yesterday I paid at kind of the main gate. This is the mission to get up today. I also opted not to wear shoes today. Oh my gosh. Well, Huacachina blew my expectations out of the water. This place is pretty incredible. It's just a desert oasis in the middle of nowhere. I honestly just spent most of the day today exploring the dunes and playing in the sand, and I couldn't have asked for a better day. After doing a ton of hiking and being in the mountains, it was so cool to be in a completely different environment, and out here in the dunes just felt like another world.
Pienso que estamos saliendo de la discoteca. ¿Oh? No, tranquilo, estoy llevando ahí un huésped.
Julio de 2020. Ya, nada más te permite 2 años.
De junio para adelante.
Perro 2020. Pero pues ya tiene más de casi 5 años. Pero son 2 años nada más que te permite que no te...
So we just got pulled over on my way to the bus and just have a couple minutes before I need to make it there, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but now they have him out of the car talking to my cab driver. Well, after I run in with the law, made it on the bus, so I'm still not really sure what was going on. I tried to ask the cab driver, but he told me it was some issue with the police, so I'm just happy to get on the bus, but it's an interesting morning. After getting pulled over by the cops this morning and almost missing my morning bus, the bus to Lima was over an hour and a half late, and I just got on the bus with a couple minutes to spare, so thankfully we're en route. Made it to Juarez, and I'm exhausted. Come on, Richard, come on. Still nothing. Well, I'm here at Juarez, which means it's my last week and final destination of my trip. It's a bit bittersweet because this last month has been a really cool experience for me. It's really the first time that I've gone on one of these adventures and brought my camera along, and I'll definitely be sad to leave. Before I can sit down and relax, I do have some planning out to do, because this week I'm not just shooting for fun. I've been hired by Selena. I've been using Selena and staying at Selena locations for years. Even before I got into filmmaking or content creation, I was staying at Selena's all over the world. I think that Selena has a really cool product, and it's something that I look for when I travel. Not always do you want to go to a country and have to deal with the craziness of a backpacker hostel. Don't get me wrong, I love that experience as well. Most of this trip, that's where I've been staying, but sometimes when you're working, especially if you're a digital nomad or someone that actually needs to sit down and work for a couple hours every single day, Selena just provides a really good option. They always have reliable internet, usually a co-working office, and it just kind of attracts people that aren't looking for some crazy party every single night. This one's super close to my heart because Juarez is more or less the climbing and hiking capital of Peru, and is right in line with what I love doing and some of the stuff that I grew up on. So I really want to make this special, and I really want to do a good job with it. The biggest issue I have now is the character that I had scouted is completely ghosting me. So a couple weeks ago, before I went on my trip, I was at a dinner party and I actually met a guy from Peru who knew someone local to this area. He connected me, and after a couple conversations, he agreed to be the voice in the spotlight of my film. Everything looked like it was gonna be set, and we had a date picked out, a time to meet up until about 6 days ago. I'm now characterless, and I have one less day to work with. Alright, well, that's likely it for the Peru vlogs. This week I'm kind of focused, heads down on finishing my project and then getting back to the US, starting van life again, and starting a new job. I think through this whole process, starting to make vlogs, definitely something that wasn't easy for me to start doing and putting myself behind the lens, but overall I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out, and I've got a lot of awesome stuff coming up these next weeks, so hope you guys enjoyed watching, and catch you guys in the next one. And bonus, it gave me a lunchbox. Cookie. This kind of reminds me of those things they give you in elementary school. And crackers. Give it like a 5.5 out of 10. Quite sweet, not very natural tasting.